in love like
Hey guys, thank you for joining us. This is our very first vlog, so welcome. We are husband and wife duo.
My name is Jarrell Curtis Abraham. This is my wife, Kristen Abraham.
The whole government though. It's okay.
This is my wife, Kristen Nicole Abraham. Look, see, you gotta be even.
So we manage multiple businesses as well as 2 children.
Correct.
That is a full-time job.
Correct.
But aside from being parents, we are the founders and owners of Yahweh Music LLC. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, Yahweh Music, and follow us on social media, Instagram, JCA Official, Kristen Nicole Official. So we're gonna have to cut that, edit that out. I totally forgot my lines.
No, you can.
So here we go. We thought that since this is our very first episode and you're just getting to meet us, that we should talk about marriage, what marriage means to us, and hopefully what it means to you all.
Yes. So first and foremost, we are born again people of faith. We believe that Jesus Christ was, resurrected after he was crucified on the cross and died. We put God first in everything we do.
So I did it for Yahweh. Shameless plug.
Right. So that's one thing that we guys definitely want you to get the most familiar with about us, because that's not something that we just talk about. We're not just like one way on camera and then we switch it up when the camera switches off. This is us, literally all the time.
This is us.
So that's why that's our hashtag and our motto, because we walk what we talk, we live it. So there are so many layers to both of our stories and how God brought us together. But
that's another episode.
Yeah, it might be more than one. It might just be like.
That's a great idea.
We might do like a part 1 through 7. But what we wanted to share with you guys today, I know, right? What we wanted to share with you guys today is basically some of the principal foundations that not only our marriage is built off of, but what our marriage thrives off of. So that you just got the first one. Jesus is at the center. We put God at the center of everything we do.
Well, when we first got together, that is actually how it all started. Our friendship first was cultivated by becoming closer to God. And then we kind of realized like we have a lot going here. And the good thing about it is that it has been so great walking with you thus far, because Jesus is at the center of it all. So even though we're young, and it's good because a lot of people can relate to this. New couples getting together, getting engaged, just getting married. So we know what that's like.
Right.
And then to seriously take this step, being so young, is commendable. Because a lot of people aren't doing that.
Right.
And it's actually another episode.
Yeah.
So I would like to put him on the spot. And I'm going to ask, what does marriage mean to you?
Well, there are a lot of different ways that I could answer that question. I will simply say that marriage is definitely the joining of 2 lives, 2 lineages, 2 households, 2 names to become one. So when you are, joined and connected with that person through matrimony, they become flesh of your flesh at that point. And that's really what it means to me, is to move as a unit. And it's not even just that you guys are a team in our group. you are therefore at that point a part of each other's spiritual walk.
Yeah.
So they're going to grow your soul the same way that you grow your own soul every day, just by living and breathing and existing. They become a part of your existence. And that's why divorce is like going through hell. That's why it's so hard to split that apart, because God said, you know, what he's joined together, no man can separate. So that's one thing, you know, you definitely want to make sure that you're ready and that you understand it in its entirety when you do get married, because it's permanent even if you try to get out of it, you know. It's a covenant, and I think one of the most divine covenants that we could ever have with another human being. So that's what, you know, that's the simple definition of what marriage means to me. But it's the game changer.
So we are going to cover a whole segment on marriage, because in our marriage we have been through so much so far, and we're still growing every day. But the most beautiful thing is being able to grow together. And so really quick, for me, what marriage is being a unit, being a team, and that's where we got Team Us. So, you know, there's a lot of hashtag this is us, hashtag Team Us, but for us, it is very personal and it is very real, because everything that we do, we strive to do it together. And that's including our kids. We teach them that we are all a team. So if there's ever a disagreement or anything like that, we have safe words. And one of them actually is same team. Because it reminds everybody that, okay, you know what, maybe we're not agreeing at this point in time, but that's okay, because that happens. We're being real, right? You don't always agree. Sometimes the kids don't get along, and it happens. That's normal. But it's how do you deal with it? And another episode, we will talk about cultivating healthy relationships with your children. Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah.
That's so important for marriage.
Yeah. And also, what is as equally important in a marriage is understanding that the husband was designed to be the head of the household, acknowledging that, and reiterating it to your children, because your children should know that dad should be respected, that dad is the one that covers us all. So if there's ever any hard decisions that need to be made, dad is the one that makes those. Women, we're emotional. Some of y'all might not like the fact that I said that, but it's true.
That's why she said it and I did.
Exactly. So it's not to say that he just tells us what to do, like this is a dictatorship or like a tyranny, however you want to pronounce it. You know, it has nothing to do with that. It's not about a power play or a power trip, but it is actually understanding the full design of what God intended. So if you're not ready to hear about the full design of what God intended, this channel might not be right for you. And I know that's hard that I just said that in our first vlog, but I am hoping that you'll come back.
Yeah, we're pretty clear cut, concisive, and we don't really beat around.
No compromise.
Yeah, we don't. So, yeah, if you don't think this channel's for you, then, you know.
Feel free to pass it on to someone else.
Yeah, that's probably what was supposed to come after that. But I want to add a little bit to what she said for positive reinforcement, because that is a part of my job. One part is positive reinforcement, the second part is servitude. So even though, you know, for example, me having a wife that is submitted to me and that accepts my divine authority as a husband and as the head of my household, that allows me to do what needs to be done. And it allows me to do everything that can be done to keep everyone happy. But being in charge, being in a role of leadership, it requires an attitude of servitude. And at the end of the day, she's God's property, my children are God's property, they're all dedicated back to God. So I'm really just a steward over things that only belong to me for a temporary moment in time. So fellas, just remember out there, you know, if you are the head of your household, which I would hope that every single one of you are, that is either married, a father, you know what I mean, and you're in that type of situation where you've established that setup, be the head, but be a servant. That's what really makes you the head. That's what really makes you a leader, is serving. And, you know, the rest will follow suit. The rest will follow suit.
And I just want to add that this isn't like a step-by-step playbook. This isn't like a marriage corrector or a marriage game changer. These are just things that we found that they help us.
Right.
So it might not help everybody. So tweak it how you want to tweak it, how it works for your relationship. But please make sure that God is in the center.
That's like the golden rule, you know. That's the golden
Absolutely. Rule. Well, we definitely thank you for joining us. Again, please subscribe to our channel, and we hope to see you back for more.
Thank you, guys. God bless you all.
God bless.